So basically, I want to get in and tell everybody what's going on. I meet with the transplant team on Thursday, and that's basically going to start the process for me getting a kidney. I have been on dialysis since November, which I basically go to dialysis and they use this tube, and I basically get my blood filtered 3 days a week for about 3 hours each time I go, and I basically go the same time. It never ends unless I go out of town or something, but I still have to go 3 days out of the week to get my blood filtered, or the toxins will stay in my body. Like, that's the only way I can get the toxins out, because my kidneys no longer do it anymore. 2014, I basically was diagnosed with HSP and IgA neuropathy, which I will put up or a link or something. I don't want to go into that because that was so long ago. But basically, when I was diagnosed in 2014, they put me on chemo for 6 months. And, it was crazy, 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 crazy. And I'll go into that in another video. And I basically got sick, I guess, like a year later. So 2015, I was getting sick. 2016, I was sick, throwing up, like, basically all the time. Didn't want to go to the doctor. I was terrified of basically finding out more bad news, because I kind of knew it was bad news, dealing with everything I've dealt with. I finally went because my best friend and my mom were like, oh my gosh, just go. Went to the emergency room literally the day after Halloween. So November 1st, I'm in the emergency room. Sorry, Halloween 2016. Okay, so November 1st of last year, I go to the emergency room and they're like, your kidneys have failed and we have to put you on dialysis right now. Okay? Well, which meant I basically didn't know what the fuck dialysis was, so I'm like, okay, whatever. I guess it took me time to, basically comprehend and understand what was going on, and I basically had this in. I had already had my catheter in basically before, like after was when I really realized what was going on, was after I had this in, and I was like, because mentally you're like, what? And it's like the world stops and all you can think about is, why me? Why? It was so crazy. Started dialysis. I stayed in the hospital for about a week. I had so much love and support from my family and my friends. It was amazing. Like, I remember my hospital room looking like a florist. Like, it was insane. It was one of the hardest, toughest times, I would say. Even after going through chemo, that was really tough, because this was something I now have to live with. So it affected me completely differently. And I was sad. I was depressed. I was feeling all these emotions. Um, I felt alone, even though my mom, she was there every day with me. I really felt alone. And it took me a while, honestly, to get out of that state. Like about 2 to 3 months, which for some people that doesn't seem like a long time, but for me, being happy and free spirit and doing my own thing, that was hard for me. I was cool about 2 3 months after. Boom, I'm doing dialysis 3 days a week. Some days are good, some days are bad, and boom, now I have to get my fistula, which means I have to get a permanent access in, take this out, because now I have to live with this. So I recently got my fistula done, and He basically had to do that surgery twice. The fistula is basically, connecting the vein and the artery together so they can get that good blood and filter it through. Which now, I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's the vein there that they're gonna get the blood from and filter from. And I'm still have my staples and stitches. It hurts so bad. As you can see, I can't really move my arm normally. Um, but I get my staples out next week, and I'll keep you along with the process. We'll see how that goes. But I just wanted to let people know, how it all started, how it was. It wasn't from drinking alcohol. A bunch of people are like, oh, she was drinking. Oh, no. The HSP and IgA basically caused me to have high blood pressure, like irregular blood pressure, and that basically ate my kidneys away. Fast forward, I'm moving past that. Thursday we meet with the transplant team, and I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait to bring you guys along, and let's see how this journey goes. I'm really excited. I'll be so glad when this is healed, guys. Trust me, it hurts so bad. I'm still swollen. But I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a great, 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 great day. It's so pretty outside. And